privatized the port in 2006. Go and see what the inefficiencies of that port is adding to the cost of living and the cost of doing business. It hasn't been a very successful model because the concessionaires, in the most basic things, a scanner didn't make that investment. So instead of 5 minutes, because a port is not just a revenue, it is also a security and border check. So it takes 3 hours to physically search one container, but it takes 5 minutes to use a scanner. So that was their privatization model, and it didn't include scanners. And worse still, after the privatization, they left the major road, Apapa Uwuru-Shoki, that evacuates that port unattended to. And some now say they want to produce without fixing the infrastructure. They got it wrong. As I said, it's home economics. I'm not sure you want to hear this story. Do you? You have time? So in 2013, they privatized the power sector. We know that, right? So after the privatization, all of the assets that used to be owned by government, from generation to transmission to distribution, they left transmission, which is good. I was minister after they privatized. And I've looked at all the models across the world. Substantially, very rarely do you give away all the 3 sections. Some keep distribution, some keep generation, and privatize the others. But you know the interesting thing about the distribution end? Go and look at those who bought them. You will find some of them in the people the government bailed out with AMCON. So if government has come to bail out somebody from AMCON, you know what AMCON beneficiaries were? People who could not pay their debts. So government bailed them out. Then their own government now sold the asset to somebody who could not pay his own debt and expect him to come and invest money. Do you understand it? Okay. So that's what we inherited. So when you also talk about unemployment, that ministry used to have over 52,000 staff before privatization. When I took office, it was about 700 staff left in the ministry.